In this episode, Hines Ward tackles his first ever triathlon, and we get an up-close and personal look inside his race day experience. It's dark, and the sun won't be up for a few hours yet. Hines has just spent a sleepless night worried about what lies ahead. Coach Paula is the first one to arrive, and her job is to try and help Hines stay as calm as possible as they travel to the site of his first race day. Hines has been training for 3 months. He has learned how to change a flat tire, how to ride a time trial bike, how to go through transitions, how to conquer open water swimming, and how to fuel his training and help with recovery. All of that work has helped Hines learn the basics of the sport of triathlon, but he's not yet a triathlete. All of that is about to change in the city of Coronado, California, just south of San Diego. Hines will attempt to complete his first ever triathlon at the SEAL Sprint Distance Race. This is step number 1 on his journey to becoming an Ironman in October.
You know, anxiety. I need this. I need to get into a competitive mode and be out here amongst other people.
I'm sort of absorbing Hines' nervousness. He's being as he always is. He's terrified.
You go swimming, you go biking, you go running, but to put it all together in one day.
His ego, his reputation, his persona is so invested in this, and he really wants to do well.
All in all, I'm excited to be here. You know, my first step heading to Kona.
The race will kick off with a 500-yard swim, followed by a 20K bike ride and a 6K run, a total of about 16 miles. In October, Hines will be taking on a race, the Ironman World Championship at Kona, Hawaii, that is nearly 9 times as far in sauna and wind tunnel-like conditions. Joining Hines this morning is his Become One teammate, lower leg amputee Eric McElvenny. The two of them will prepare for the race day intensity that lies ahead.
It's fun started. He's right in there. He's getting the full combat experience out there in the swim. It'll take his mind off his nervousness.
The swim I was a little uneasy about because there was so many people and it was open water. I ended up following the wrong people and they were just as bad as I was.
Come on, don't go that way.
I remember putting my head down. I saw the buoy. I put my head down again. I looked up. I couldn't see the buoy.
He's not looking.
Somebody tugged my ankle. That was kind of weird. I didn't know if it was a fish or something.
He's swimming right in the middle of a pack, which is fantastic for him.
Eric and Hines come out of the water and the next part of the race begins. They run towards transition while undoing their wetsuits at the same time. It's hard to simulate in training how disconcerting it can be to go from a high heart rate and a horizontal position in a swim to running into transition and then getting on the bike. In football, Hines' typical pass pattern would be at most 50 or 60 yards. Through his triathlon training, he has gone from performing like a finely tuned sports car in football to a diesel truck as a triathlete.
The bike I think that's my strongest thing. I'm very comfortable with being in the aero position.
He's doing fantastic. I saw him go by on the bike. He's in his favorite, biggest gear. He's out there suffering, and I love it.
Somewhere in the middle of the pack. I passed a lot of people.
There are 3 or 4 guys around him.
He said Hines Ward just passed me. He was upset. I really felt good about passing somebody and somebody actually getting irritated by me passing him.
I want him in the competitive environment. I want to see what it brings out of him.
As he heads towards the end of the bike ride, he has been exercising non-stop for over 50 minutes, and he still has a 6K run in front of him. During that first few hundred yards, his legs are heavy and feel like someone has been hitting his quads with a baseball bat. Mile 1 is the toughest, but from there, Hines' legs start to loosen up and his running form come back.
The run was actually not bad. I started cramping because I was powering so much coming out of the transition. Paula had a plan where we run 10 minutes, you walk, run again, then you walk.
He's motivated out there, and I know he's planning on walking a couple times, and I'm willing to bet that he doesn't walk while he's out there.
Even though I was tired, I was hearing everybody and the encouragement. There's no way I could stop.
Eric McElvenny has had a great kickoff to his Become One journey, finishing the SEAL Sprint 7th in his 25 to 29-year-old age division with a 1:18:33. Less than 10 minutes later comes rookie triathlete Hines Ward in 1:27:47, a very impressive first-time performance.
That was hell. I'm a long way from the football field, I'll tell you that.
I loved it. You were right in the middle of all those people.
Man, I was nervous as crap when I first got there. I didn't know how my transition was going to go.
Hines' first race, I think, was an absolute success in every single way that I could think of.
Just being out there, I needed that.
My time goal for him was around an hour 30 to an hour 35.
Hour 27, I beat my goal.
Hines has put it all together in race day and accomplished exactly what he and Coach Paula were hoping for. More importantly, he is now no longer simply a great football player and dancer. He is a triathlete.
So he's recovering, he's eating well, refueling. He's back out tomorrow. He doesn't get to sit around.
It's all about recovery, putting the right stuff in my body, chocolate milk. Now you're going longer, you have to refuel your body so you don't run out of gas.
He exercised for an hour and 27 minutes. I mean, in his world, that's nothing.
It's crazy. You run your first sprint race and a day later you're back at it again.
In future episodes, we'll follow Hines as he attempts an Olympic distance race at St. Anthony's in Florida. We'll join Hines for a bike and run brick workout to his old stomping grounds at the University of Georgia with one of America's premier triathletes, Ironman Brazil champion Tim O'Donnell. And then Hines and Coach Paula meet his fellow Become One teammates and a 70.3-mile event in Kansas. All that and more on Become One.